Hi,
Go ahead.
I'm Patsea. I'm a citizen of the Métis Nation of Ontario. My people, my family have had a long history on this very land, the unceded Algonquin territory. And we are the Thunderbird Sister Collective. We have workshops for Indigenous youth, and I very much feel like urban Indigenous. So I really admire what you're doing as well. The struggle is real, I know. And this is my partner in crime with the Thunderbird Sisters, Carmel Whittle.
Ani, Carmel Indigenous cause. My name is Carmel Whittle, and I am a guest on the Algonquin Anishinaabe territory. I've lived here for half of my life, probably, and I'm from Newfoundland and Labrador originally, and I'm Mi'kmaq, and a proud Mi'kmaq and Irish, and I identify as two-spirit female, and I'm very honored to be here. G. McWedge with Alan and Atlas, one of our Thunderbird sisters.
Kwega Kina, Atlas Nindishnagaj. Hello, everybody. My name is Atlas. I am the lead youth ambassador for the Thunderbird Sister Collective. They do some very rad stuff. Actually, they are the ones that taught me to bead, and it is my beadwork back in the corner. If you noticed when you were coming in, still getting started. I'm one of those ADHD artists that cannot physically I cannot finish a project before starting a new one. That's why none of the earrings are finished, but if you like any of them, I can go back and finish it for you before I go back to my 16 unfinished projects. But yeah, beading has been really, really important for me. I am from Algonquins of Pikwakanagan First Nation, but I've lived in Ottawa now for 7-8 years. So again, urban Indigenous, it definitely is a struggle, and I'm still learning a lot. So I really appreciate being here. And yeah, we have a couple online resources. We have Thunderbird Sisters. We have an Instagram page, a Facebook page, and I have an Instagram page for my beading that you can follow along if anyone is so interested. It's Beaded Atlas. And then I believe our Insta is just Thunderbird Sister Collective, if anyone wants to get involved.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks. Okay. So we're going to start with a welcoming song, and it's a Cherokee welcoming song because there are many, we know, but this is one that that we have a drum group called the No Borders Drum Circle, and we have a festival every year here in Ottawa called the No Borders Art Festival, which is all about decolonizing, and no borders should say it all.
Everyone welcome.
Yeah.
Miigwech, everybody. I will let them take stage.
Yeah, so this is another song that I wrote some time ago. I'm a songwriter. And I don't know how many of you remember this, but a few years back, the government of Canada decided that it wasn't significant enough to actually keep the data on the missing, murdered Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirit. And well, that just kind of infuriated me. And when I'm infuriated, I turn to music, I turn to song. And this song is called Sisters in Spirit, which was also the name of the organization at the time when this all happened. And of course, we're back, fortunately. I can't say exactly how many or if this is being right now, as we all know. And I want to acknowledge the loss of the children. And so it is huge in this country. And I take every chance I can to sing this song, to play it, because people need to be aware. Sisters in Spirit. She is sister, she is strong. Heard through the cedar, felt to the bone. You can talk all you want. She is sister, she is strong.
and spirit will rise again. Sisters and spirit will rise again. Sisters and spirit will rise again. Be sure.
Go ahead.
Thank you. There's something about the drum and the music that's so moving and powerful. Thank you so much. Next, I would like to introduce Bruce MacDonald, who is the CEO of Imagine Canada. Oh, don't feel you have to run. It's okay.
Thanks very much. I'm absolutely honored and delighted to be here tonight. It's also kind of fun to see people in 3 dimensions. After so many years now of looking at people on Zoom screens, there's always an energy I'm finding when people get together. If you're not familiar with Imagine Canada, we're a national registered charity, and what we seek to do is improve the operating environment in which social good takes place in this country. And social good being defined as charities, nonprofits, and social enterprises. And it's a big sector. There's about 2.4 million people who work for charities and nonprofits. There's about 13 million people who volunteer each and every year. There's about 86,000 registered charities and another 90,000 nonprofit organizations. And they're certainly very present in urban centers. And I'm really honored to be here because I'm hoping that this actually marks the beginning of a new relationship. And as I was thinking about it, for me, it's really characterized by 2 things. One is learning and the other is opportunity. I have a great fortune of speaking with many leaders of charities and nonprofits, and they are at a place, and I'm making a bit of a generalization here, but they're at a place where many organizations are seeking to understand the truth so that they can move to a place of reconciliation. I don't think there's a single sectoral event I go to where there is not a land acknowledgement, where there is not efforts being made. But at this point, then they're going, what's next? What do we as organizations do to ensure that we are contributing to a process of reconciliation? So I think there's a lot of learning that's taking place. And certainly Imagine Canada is an organization that too is learning. And the second is opportunity. And I think there's an opportunity as we think about a new relationship with NUICC as to what we might co-create together, what we might think about that advances our mutual interests. And it's even kind of an interesting time right now as some of the rules that the federal government has put in place are changing. I see Senator Pate still here, and one of her senatorial colleagues, Senator Ahmedvar, have been a real champion for changing rules. And two main ones that can affect organizations across this country in a very tangible way. One is the minimum amount that charities must spend every year. Well, most charities spend all their money every year, but for endowment-based groups like foundations, there will be more money going to community groups in the next year. And this could be in the hundreds of millions of dollars every year that will go into the system. But the other change, the companion change, is an interesting one. For many years, the rules, I should say, around how charities work with nonprofit organizations or collectives or neighborhood associations were not very respectful and very restrictive. And one of the things that came through loud and clear in this process was that many Indigenous organizations were not structured as registered charities. They were structured as nonprofits or collectives or neighborhood associations. We are in the process of hopefully getting those rules finally across the finish line so that organizations that you work with and the people that you know volunteer with or receive service from we'll have the opportunity for new partnerships and new relationships. So as I said, for me, this is a place of opportunity, and it's a place of learning. I thank you so much for the opportunity to be here tonight and look forward to many more conversations as we think about our work together. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much, Bruce MacDonald. These potential partnerships with organizations is very exciting as we grow as an organization. To be able to think about those potential partnerships, I think is really exciting, and we appreciate your time coming to share that with us tonight. So the last part of our program, we have some acknowledgements and some recognition, and my co-chair, Jean-François, we would like to acknowledge some folks, and we have gifts that we want to be able to present to them. And I'm just wanting to be able to say a little bit about the artist, Keenan Marchand will be part of the gift that we're giving to the folks that we want to acknowledge for their support and efforts in growing and building our organization. And Keenan Marchand is an up-and-coming Indigenous artist out of Vancouver. And any information on him and his work is available on the back of the journal. And I'm sorry, I can't read it right now because I don't have my glasses, but if you're interested, here it is.
So, bonjour, hi. So, yeah, we want to present awards for important people that did really great work back in 2018, 2019. So people who helped NUICC to grow up, and they did a fantastic job. So we just want to show them our love and that they're still important for us, and they're always welcome to come back if they want to. So the first one's going to be, is she virtually there? Or okay, the first one is for the first co-chair, Charlene Lafreniere. So yeah, Charlene was there back in June 2006 with the first strategy. So she was really working with Coalition and UAS at the time, and she was really involved, especially during the pandemic. So I had the opportunity to be co-chair with her for almost a year, and we had a lot of work. So she was always there, having good thoughts about everything. She was really fighting for urban Indigenous people, especially for Thompson, her home place. So we want to recognize her good work, and we wish her all the best in her new position. Thank you, Charlene. The second one is also someone from back in the time, 2006. So it's Mark Miracle. He was the first co-chair. So the guy is brilliant, is sweet. We had amazing time just before the pandemic. And we did really good work with Charlene and Mark, and we want to show him our respect. So thank you, Mark. So we're like here because of you and Charlene also, and we had crazy nights also. So we had crazy work, crazy night, and we want to recognize that.
I think I just broke it. I didn't break it.
Why not?
Well, this was unexpected, and I certainly appreciate the experience of working with some fabulous communities and some fabulous people. And I couldn't not thank Charlene for the work that she did with me on your behalf over the years and trying to find stability in a world that's upside down. And I know for the National Council, the last 3 years have been excruciating, just in terms of, and at the community level, what everybody has gone through. It's not a surprise that we find ourselves almost in a holding pattern, but being able to get back together in person and realizing the good work that happens in all of your communities and the contribution that you're making doesn't go unnoticed. And the work of the National Council is to make sure that the governments that we interact with and the organizations that we interact with know what you're doing and have a better understanding of the urban Indigenous dynamic. And I think more than anything, the opportunity to show the rest of this country what we can do. So keep rocking it at the local level and things will only get better. Thanks very much.
All of those things that Jean-François said about Mark are very true. And I also just want to personally thank you for your past leadership, Mark, and for the opportunity to learn from you as the new co-chair who have kind of stepped into those shoes after Mark and Charlene left. So we're really grateful for the work that you put in. Thank you so much. And that brings us to the end of our program. So I wanted to thank everybody for coming and thank our guests, especially for coming to join us. We very much appreciate your presence. And we'd like to invite you to join us for a reception downstairs at the Art Engine at 7 p.m. So thank you all again very much for coming. I suppose I should mention, actually, there are other awards, but we're going to be presenting them when the folks are present tomorrow. So this is the reason why the remaining awards are here, is that we'll present them when the folks are actually here. Oh yeah, and feel free to stay until 7. There's no need to rush away, but please do join us at the Art Engine at 7. Thank you.